Kaylee, new season, just what's kind of the, I guess, excitement mood in the locker room right now?
We're really excited for this season just because we have new coaching staff. We kind of revamped the entire program, and we're really looking forward to putting all the skills that we've kind of worked on in practice out into games, so really excited for that.
What's kind of been the biggest difference you've noticed going into this season, especially with a new coaching staff compared to maybe the last couple?
Yeah, there's a kind of a new excitement in the air just because there are new opportunities for everyone to kind of go out there and showcase what we've learned so far. And I think compared to previous years, everyone's more excited to kind of get back on that grind and start winning games again.
Does it feel like a fresh start? And in what way does that play out?
Yeah, it does kind of feel like a fresh start in a sense just because kind of all of the new things that we've been working on this season so far, it's been different than previous years just because we focus more on team building, kind of working with leadership and things like that and kind of implementing that in practices and team bonding things that we do. So in a way it is a fresh start just because we have been able to kind of start these new things.
That's interesting. What about getting practice rolling and getting closer to the season? What is that like? What's the feeling like?
Yeah, practice is pretty fun each day. We all kind of break into groups and work on what we need to, and then we come together and do some team defense. And we try to keep practice light and fun. Everyone's talking, making sure that we're on the same page. So it's really fun going to practice, kind of being able to work with all my friends. So it's really great.
You personally obviously had a great year last year. How do you kind of follow up on a year like that?
Yeah, so I just kind of want to do the best that I can for my team and myself, and knowing that I'm coming off a good year, just trying to keep that same pace and just being able to perform as best as I can.
Is there anything in particular you're working on in the off season to have another season like you did last year?
Yeah, this past off season we had worked really hard on conditioning aspects and being able to build muscle so we could reach that kind of same goal that we had been at last year. And personally myself, I was able to reach kind of the same strength that I had the previous off season, so I'm really looking forward to this season.
You guys were picked 5th in the preseason poll. Is that any bulletin board type material thinking that you guys are better than that?
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate all the coaches for thinking that we're right in the mix for a postseason, which is pretty awesome. And 5th is just kind of a motivation to be able to show people, hey, we can be better than 5th. Like, we can win the league if we really put our minds to it. So I'm really excited for that.
Kayla, I guess, how has it been so far with the new coaching staff?
It's been amazing. It's awesome having a coaching staff that's willing to show up every day and take the time to really get to know you and really show you that they care. We've put a lot of competitive aspects into practice. I feel like in the outfield, we've done a lot of competitive games every day, which is really new. It's fun. It's exciting. So I'm really impressed with the competitive aspect that we brought to practice, and I'm just really blessed that we have a new coaching staff that's willing to put time and effort into us. So.
How tough can that adjustment be when the whole new coaching staff comes in and everything's kind of thrown out the window of what you're used to?
Yeah, so like me and Kaylee, we've been here 4 and 5 years now. We had the same coaching staff for a couple years, and we were very in the groove with what we had. But it's really new, and it's exciting to have a new coaching staff, especially one like Coach Wood and Wiggs and Torrey that really care about you. It's been a challenge. But I'm really impressed with what they've brought to the table. They show up every day with energy, and that gets the ball rolling with our energy. And I think that we're moving in the right direction. I'm really excited with how our program's moving. So,
how's the difference in team building playing now? Like, what specifically have you seen with it so far?
For sure. So for one thing, every week we do a leadership conference together as a team. We went through a book on leadership, and I feel like that's really helped our team move forward in a leadership concept, which we haven't had a lot of in the past. And we've been working with a team psychologist, which has been very good for team building. And we've been working a lot with our dietitian. I just feel like as a team we've been more involved in the university, getting to know other professionals on campus. And so, especially from a leadership standpoint, that's a very important aspect of the game that I feel like has maybe been lacking in the past, that we've really been working on and focused on to start our season, which I think will be very beneficial when we start conference. So,
I think oftentimes when there's a new head coach, it feels like a fresh start.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy about a fresh start as you begin the new season?
Everything really. I just love the energy that she's brought. She's young, she's new. I just think that we're grateful that to have that energy. I don't know. Yeah.
No, that's,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
What about the fact that, it's been a long off season and now we're finally getting close to
Yeah,
playing some
has been
games and that
long.
sort of thing? Tell us, just, sort of the excitement, I guess, that's building at this time.
New season's always exciting, and we never know what's going to happen. Like Kaylee said, we're very excited and blessed to be picked 5th this year. We faced some challenges last year, and I think that we can move forward and be better than 5th. I think that we have a great team that's really excited. We have a lot of great energy. We've been focusing a lot on the competitive side of our practices, and so I think that every new season is a challenge. Every new season's exciting. That first series, we want to come out and really just go out with a bang, and start our season off with a lot of great energy. So
Looks like the field got a couple updates this offseason.
did,
What do you
yes.
kind of think of those so
super
far?
grateful for that. Yes, love the new colors. We love the navy. We had a lot of green going on since I've been here. So the navy's awesome. We love the new fence. Just really grateful that the university has been really putting effort back into us, and our coaches have done a lot of great work to bring those amenities to us, and just really grateful that that'll be there for us and for the new recruits that'll come in future years. So
really excited about the season. The kids have been working really hard. There's been a lot of energy, a lot of good focus, and even more competitiveness around what we're trying to do. We've set goals, expectations for the season. We're trying to follow then our process of what it's going to take to get there. So I'm excited about it because the culture the kids just seem to be fitting in together, and they work hard and they want it. So excited about that and their work ethic.
Coach, for you, how have you kind of adjusted to a new location, new players, new city, all of that?
Yeah, it's been a grind since I took this job for sure, but it's been a fun grind, a new challenge. The people have been great. The university has been great, the athletic department, the support, and even the team when I got here was really embracing, ready to take on some new challenges. When you take a new team from maybe a season ago, not sure what to expect, but I couldn't ask for anything more. I feel they've embraced all the challenges we've given them. They've also really bought into the culture we're trying to set with the team building and stuff like that.
What are some of the priorities for you and for this team in your first season?
Yeah. Biggest priority for me is to get the culture set and to get that competitiveness drive back. Culture is a big thing. It will be the foundation to what we have in the future. And so we've really been working on our leadership skills. We've been talking a lot about having confidence and composure and what it means to be a good leader and what that looks like. And so if we can go out and compete every day, not give up, have a growth mindset, be able to bounce back from adversity, and just get out there and work together and fight together as one, I really think that some things will swing our way.
Why do you become a big believer in that side? Why do you feel like it is so valuable and so important to lay that foundation here in this first off season?
Yeah, culture is something that really will bond teams together, and once you have that culture and you feel like this is your family, you'll fight harder for them. And I've coached some teams with a lot of talent, but maybe not the culture piece was there and we underachieved. I've also coached teams that had a really tight culture and have overachieved maybe their athletic abilities. So I'm a true believer in it. We right now have what we call a fight mentality. So family, integrity, heart, growth mindset, and trust are our 5 core values that we really talk about in Leadership Weekly, and talk about maybe before or after practice. Where are we at in these 5 categories?
What do you want to accomplish between now and the start of the season?
Right now we're just getting into second week of live, so trying to get that competitiveness back with each other. And right now we're trying to work on getting better, having better at bats, battling counts, fighting through that. And then on top of that, keeping my pitchers in a good state of mind, because the hitters will start hitting them. So trying to make sure there's competitiveness on both sides of the ball as they continue to battle each other in practice.
Speak a lot about leadership. How has Kaylee kind of embodied that in were you expecting from her, especially coming off such a great season last year?
Yeah, she's a great player, a big culture person. She's got a lot of energy, a lot of positive energy, and she's for 4 years. She's been in a different culture, and she's really embraced it. Helped us. We have a lot of her fifth year and seniors really grasping it and being good leaders from the top down. So I'm really happy to see that. But she's got a presence, that's for sure, and her energy is something that gives our team fuel.
When you do have a lot of those older players who've been here, does that make your transition a little easier?
Yes and no. It could be no, but here, yes, I would say the transition's been easy because they've embraced these new challenges. They've embraced these new concepts. It becomes hard when teams are resistant to that, but it's been nice because we do have some experience returning. We have some good hitters. We got some defense. We got some pitching, and if we can put it all together, we could have a good season.
Picked fifth in the preseason poll. Does this feel like a team that could overachieve, or at least overachieve by those metrics?
I like being picked fifth. I think we could be higher than that. We need to stay healthy. We need to stay on path with what our goals are and not deviate from those goals in that process. So if we can stay healthy and really not waver and be resilient after a loss and not make it into a losing streak, I definitely think that we could overachieve.
Is the pitching staff, is that going to have a new look this year, or
Definitely. We graduated a lot of innings, so our pitching staff looks very different. Maybe new pitches, new pitchers in the mix for sure. We got a JUCO transfer. We got a freshman that came in, another redshirt freshman that was injured last year. So only, I think, 60 innings return out of the 200 some innings that they played. So I feel like it's a fresh start for our pitching staff.
are you counting on those newcomers to kind of eat up your innings, or to be your?
I mean,
Or you have
honestly,
an
it's going to be a
ace in
mixture of everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
I really feel like the returners and the newcomers, and we're going to have to work as a staff together this year. We don't really have that workhorse, but we have some kids that can start solid, and then some closers. So I think we're going to have to pitch as a unit.